Welcome to the Festival of Storytellers.
I can't tell you how excited I am to be on right now. It's been a couple of weeks of excitement, getting prepared, and I've done a lot of things in my life, but this has got to be close to the top.
Thank you, ReadersMagnet, and thank you, John, for putting this forth and taking the chance on us authors in presenting this out to the world.
I've enjoyed this immensely, Joanne.
Ellie, so have I. Thank you for who you are, and thank you, Readers Magnet. You all are beautiful, and you've worked so very hard, and we are blessed.
We are.
I thank everybody that's involved with this process, because we know writers need readers and writers need publishers. We thank Readers Magnet and everybody that's involved. I love Readers Magnet. They say, we share your stories with the world.
Welcome to our Author Live session, our 10-minute showcase for authors who have wondrous story to tell. You can catch us streaming live through our Readers Magnet Facebook page and Readers Magnet YouTube channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Today we have one of our featured authors, Gina Venable, author of Closer to Home. Hi, Gina. How are you?
Hi. I'm well. How are you?
That's good to hear. I'm good. Thank you for asking. I'm so delighted to have you here with us today.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So can you show us first your book?
Sure. Closer to Home.
All right. Awesome. That's a very nice cover.
I like it.
Yeah, me too. It's so nice. And can you share to us the process of, creating the cover?
Oh, well, Page Publishing created the cover. And they asked me how I saw the cover. And there's a point in the book where Cat and Sam go to the afterlife. And I describe the afterlife in the book as a thick wood. So that is why there are thick woods around here. And I told them that I saw Cat and Sam standing at a door, looking out at a black abyss. And this is what they came up with. And I thought this really captured the theme of the story.
Oh, nice.
They're looking out at their missions and they're not knowing what faces them and what they're going to do and the unknown and then the afterlife. So I thought this pretty much caught it.
Oh, right. Yes, it's very nice, very eye-catching. And since you mentioned that cover is also one of the scenes in the book, is that also your favorite scene?
I would have to say yes, that it is.
Oh, what makes it your favorite? Is that
Well, I'm a nature lover. And I think that's why I created the afterlife with the woods. Because I think there's a part in the book where I say that there's a lot of nature sounds in the background. And I think I equate it to the sound effects from a Tarzan movie.
Oh,
with a lot of caws and chirps and wildlife, and that the woods is so thick that there are just flickers of sunlight.
Oh, I mean, I can
So
already visualize it, even if you're just telling me all of those fragments already from the book. It's very nice to have that vision in the book. So, I just wanted to know, why did you chose to write in this genre?
I'm a big Dean Koontz fan and Stephen King fan, and I read a lot of their books. And the thing that I liked about Stephen King is that he was so descriptive. And the thing I liked about, well, the thing I liked about Dean Koontz is that he was so descriptive. And the thing I liked about Stephen King is that he just used his imagination. I mean, he came up with some really wild stuff. And I thought, well, if they can do that, so can I. So that's why I wrote in sci-fi, because it's all imagination and nothing that I really have to prove in reality. It's just how I imagined it. And it's descriptive the way I think Dean Koontz might have written. So let me
Wow.
make it clear it's not plagiarized.
Of course. You just, draw your inspiration to
Yes.
how they wrote it. Now, speaking of inspiration, in the characters of your book, where do you usually get all of those inspiration? Is it based in your own personality, or you have someone to base it on, like a real person?
Well, Cat is based on me. It's somewhat autobiographical. Sam is based on a gentleman I used to date. He's the one that got away, the one that I regret got away. The other people, they're just kind of maybe composites of people, or just idealizations of people as I would like to see them. But Cat is based on me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. That must be, really huge for you to um, share a part of yourself to your book. And I mean, it's not easy. It's not easy. So, yeah, I'm so grateful to have this chance to talk to you, I mean, really get to know you and know your book. So, for those who are watching us live, you can grab a copy of Gina's book, Closer to Home, available in Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, and in her website, www.ginaspagenturners.com. Follow her in Facebook and other social media platforms as well. And speaking of the main characters, so when you wrote the character, do you, started, or in the book, did you wrote the book based on did you started it with the characters first, or you already have a plot in mind when you wrote the book?
I had a lot of different stories that were just sort of fragmented. And I kept thinking of a way to bring them all together. And it didn't really come to me how to bring them all together until I came up with the title of the book.
Interesting.
So once I came up with the title of the book and what that meant, then I was able to string together all of these pieces and bring it all together at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So
Wow. So basically, you just, jot down all of those pieces together. So it's like you're um, doing a puzzle game for that.
that's exactly what it was like. It was like pieces of a jigsaw puzzle
Mm-hmm.
that I couldn't figure out how to put together. So
So speaking of, like, it's like a puzzle. So during that time when you wrote the book, what was the most fun part in doing it?
the most fun part,
Mm-hmm.
that was probably writing the chapter that I was going to read an excerpt from.
Huh?
It's It's based on my dad, who is deceased, and it's about the stories he used to tell and the jokes and pranks he used to play on each other and the effect it had on Kat, who, yeah, is me, but the effect that it had on her in the book. And then later on, you see how she uses it.
Mhm.
But that was probably the most fun because those stories my dad told must have been 1,000 times. And each time they were just as funny as the first. So that was probably the most fun.
You're very lucky to have a dad like that. I mean, it really is showing that you have a very strong bond with your dad. So I can totally relate to that because I'm also a daddy's girl. So
Uh,
yeah. So it's very nice to, write down something about your dad that you grew up with and, making sure that those memories will last forever by writing a book.
those stories will.
Yes, definitely. And so when you were writing the book and you encounter a very emotional or draining scene in the book, how do you get into the mood? Like, what do you do?
Well, it just sort of happens. When I'm writing something, I'm writing a metaphor of what I'm feeling. So the emotions are just sort of there as well as the mood. So
Right.
it's therapeutic for me. So whatever it is that I have to resolve, I resolve it through the metaphors that I'm writing. And I'm using the emotions that I need
Wow.
to write it.
You must be a genius or something for that. I mean, you don't have a formula. Others have. Like, they have to go to a very secluded place, go on a trip to write something. That's amazing.
No. Uh-uh.
You just,
I write in
it's
my
just,
home, in my
it's
in
just,
my recliner.
oh wow. It must be, you must have all of those, emotions already in you to just
Yeah.
write it down. Sit down and just write it down. Right? When you
Yeah.
feel it, you feel it. If it's there, it's really there.
That's it. That's exactly it.
So,
Yeah.
if your book were made into a movie, so which character would you choose to play the main characters? Or which
Cat.
actor?
Cat would
Which
be the
actor?
protagonist.
And
I did adapt it into a screenplay called The Gift.
oh,
And when I wrote the screenplay, I had Sandra Bullock in mind. Yeah, I
really?
did.
Is she your favorite, celebrity and all?
No, I just thought that she would play Cat better than anyone else because Cat's sassy
Hmm.
and a little cocky, and I thought Sandra Bullock could play that, and
Uh,
she could be sarcastic like Cat. So
I
I just thought Sandra Bullock could play it.
I agree. Very interesting choice of, um, personality, as I say. I mean, she has the personality as well, so she can, come up with a different facial expression, and she has the sass, as you say. So I'm sure she would really be a great fit for that. And let's just hope, because everyone, that's gonna be our goal. Let's just hope that one day it gets to be a movie, and Sandra Bullock will be the one to play the main character.
Oh, that would be ideal.
Definitely. I mean, we can never really tell what's gonna happen in the future. So,
That's true.
let's just continue hoping, and I'm sure some one way or another it will be um, play into a book, or I mean into a movie or a book trailer or something. So,
Oh
yeah, we
yeah.
can. It might not be how we wanted it to be, but I'm sure it will be one way or another.
No, that would be nice.
Yes. Well, thank you so much, Gina. I really
Thank
appreciate the
you.
time that you gave us to me. It was a really good talk. Thank you.
Thank you. I enjoyed it too.
I'm glad. All right, everyone. Gina Venable, author of Closer to Home. Her book is available in Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, and in her website, www.ginaspagedurners.com. Follow her in Facebook and other social media platforms again. Thank you, Gina. And as we say it here in
Thank you, Reader's Magnet.
You're welcome. And as I say it here in Reader's Magnet, we share your stories with the world. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye. Thank you.